My teacher gave me detention. I've been trapped in the school for 2 years. It started with a stupid prank. I put a fake spider on Mrs. Caldwell's desk with a note that said, "Happy Halloween." She didn't think it was funny. 3 hours of after-school detention, she said. Clean the whiteboards, organize supplies, think about my choices. That was October 31st, 2022. I haven't been home since. My name is Tyler, and I'm 15 years old, or I was 15. I don't know what I am now. The first day went normal. I scrubbed marker stains off whiteboards while Mrs. Caldwell graded papers. At 4 p.m. sharp, she stood up, gathered her things, and headed for the door. "I'll see you tomorrow, Tyler," she said, flicking off the lights. Same time, I grabbed my backpack and followed her out, but the classroom door slammed shut behind me. The hallway was empty, silent. When I tried the exit doors, they were locked. Every single one. Front entrance, back exits, even the emergency doors, all sealed tight. I banged on the glass until my fists hurt, but the parking lot was empty. My phone showed no signal. The school Wi-Fi required a password I didn't have. By 6 p.m., panic set in. My parents would be expecting me home for dinner. They'd call the school, realize something was wrong. Someone would come looking. Nobody came. As darkness fell, I heard the first sound. A low scraping noise from somewhere deep in the building, like fingernails dragging across concrete. Then footsteps in the hallway above me, slow and deliberate. I hid in the bathroom until morning, listening to things moving through the school all night. Doors opening and closing, whispered conversations in languages I couldn't understand. Once, something heavy being dragged across the floor. When sunrise came, I must have passed out from exhaustion. I woke up in a small, windowless room I'd never seen before. Gray concrete walls, a single light bulb, a mattress on the floor. A tray of food sat by the door. Cafeteria pizza that was somehow still warm. A note was tucked under the plate. "Welcome to extended learning, Tyler. Your education continues." That night, the room's door unlocked automatically. I was free to roam the school, but leaving was impossible. Every exit remained sealed. The windows were too high and reinforced with metal mesh. The staff was still there, but wrong. Mrs. Caldwell worked in her classroom every night, grading the same papers over and over. When I approached her, she looked up with milky white eyes. "Tyler," she said, in a voice like grinding glass, "are you ready for your lesson?" I ran. Mr. Peterson, the gym teacher, stood in the middle of the basketball court, bouncing a ball that made no sound when it hit the floor. Coach Williams walked endless laps around the track, his feet never quite touching the ground. The janitor, Mr. Hayes, mopped floors that were never dirty with water that looked suspiciously red. They all knew I was there. They'd turned to watch me as I passed, smiling with too many teeth. But the worst part was the other students. I wasn't alone in extended learning. There was Jenny from my English class, who'd gotten detention for talking back to the teacher. She'd been there since September. Her hair had gone completely white, and she spoke in whispers about the lessons they taught in the basement classroom. Kevin from shop class had been there since last spring. His hands shook constantly, and he flinched whenever anyone mentioned the word homework. Sarah from band had been there the longest, since freshman year. She barely spoke anymore, just hummed the same melody over and over. When I asked her about getting out, she laughed until she cried. "There is no out," she said. "There's only learning." The lessons started my second week. Every night, different teachers would escort me to different rooms for specialized instruction. Math with Mrs. Henderson, who taught equations that made reality bend. History with Mr. Clark, who showed me events that never happened. Science with Dr. Reeves, who demonstrated experiments on things that used to be human. They wanted me to understand that school never really ends, that learning is eternal, that some students are chosen for advanced study. I tried to resist, tried to remember my life before, but the lessons seep into your brain, change how you think, make you forget why you wanted to leave in the first place. By month 6, I could feel myself changing. My reflection looked different, older, hungrier. My parents' faces were getting harder to remember. That's when I started writing these messages, hidden in the computer lab during my brief windows of internet access, fighting to keep some piece of Tyler alive while the school transforms me into something else. The teachers are pleased with my progress. Mrs. Caldwell says I'm their best student yet. Soon, I'll graduate to the next level. They've showed me the advanced classrooms in the sub-basement, the ones where the screaming comes from. I've seen what the graduates become. They're the ones who run extended learning. Former students who've learned so much they can't remember being human. Sometimes new kids arrive, fresh detentions. The teachers are always excited about new students. They have such potential, they say. I know I should warn them, tell them to fight back, but it gets harder each day. The lessons make sense now. School is forever. Learning never stops. Tomorrow, they're moving me to advanced studies. Mrs. Caldwell says I'm ready to help teach the newer students. She's so proud of how much I've learned. I can feel the last of Tyler slipping away. Soon, there will only be the student, the one who understands that detention is just the beginning. If you're reading this, stay away from Millfield High School. Don't get detention. Don't break any rules. And if you see a teenager in a school uniform standing in your classroom one night, don't listen to what they're trying to teach you. Some lessons can't be unlearned.